a bad loser. I always want to be in top. Same with football. I went for the ball. I want to be on top. I was good. I want to be good. Dominating my mind that I was their equal.
Past Nicholls' early days in Melbourne, it was sport that earned him enough money to live. He was a champion runner, and he decided to become a professional sportsman. In 1929, he joined Jimmy Sharman's boxing troupe.
Running, boxing, football, champion and everything.
All at the one time is totally mind-blowing for me.
He played with Northcote in the VFA. From there, he then went down to Fitzroy. He was the only Aboriginal player playing in the VFL at that time. He took the media by storm as well. They couldn't believe their eyes in terms of how fast he was. He played 52 games and played in the same era as Aidan Bunton.
And I remember him saying this particular story. He was in the rooms on his own.
Aidan was taken back by why was he sitting in the opposite end of the change rooms when all the other players were getting dressed.
That feeling must have come across him again, that I'm not going to be accepted here.
Aidan approached him and said, "What's the matter?" And he said, "Well, you know, it's like I'm black and I don't fit in with the other players like that."
From that game, Hayden Bunton, he befriended Dad and they became good buddies.
Yeah. To go over and sit with my grandfather when he was sitting there by himself getting ready, it's quite a beautiful image.
We were always known as the family club. My father played with Sir Doug in the 30s. He was an outstanding footballer, 5'2", was knee-high to a grasshopper, really. But he succeeded at the highest level, and he was the one Aboriginal person just so inspirational to all Aboriginal players. It would have hurt him at different times, racism, but he had the strength and courage to overcome those things.
In one game against Richmond, Jack Dyer must have been running past him and given him a swipe and said, "Out of the way, nigger." That didn't go down too well with grandfather, but he basically held it in until he got picked in the Victorian team to represent Victoria in Western Australia. And he was on the train, and obviously Jack Dyer was also selected. And Jack Dyer came into his carriage. Grandfather apparently said he wasn't happy with him. Words to that effect. He might have been a bit stronger than that. And then Jack sat down with him and apologised. So we have no beef with Richmond.
His legacy for me is great integrity, compassion, fair go, mateship, human rights, civil rights, spirituality, identity, culture, a place in the earth. That's what he's given me.
Would you have been so well known and a spokesman for the Aboriginal people if you hadn't been a famous footballer?
This is one of the good things. I made a lot of friends to sport, which has no barrier.
He had that vision about football opening doors. It opened doors for him, it opened doors for my son. Nathan Lovett Murray played footy for Essendon Footy Club.
The thing that really inspires me, 5'2", a little man walking amongst giants, trying to change the attitudes of people. Has it made a difference? Well, he has made a difference.
We had that saying about, how can we soar like eagles when you feed us like chooks? And so he knew from the start, from, virtually in the early days when he saw his sister taken away, he met injustices head on.
This round that's going to be named in Pastor Sir Douglas Nicholls' name is a great honour.
Our father, grandfather, uncle.
It honours all our people, as well as him and his family.
Oh, I'm getting emotional.
More than proud. I wish there was another word.
Everybody was proud of it.
There has to be another word that covers all those words, and I don't know it. But if somebody out there knew it, I wish they'd ring and tell me what it is. It was everything a footballer should be. He was perfect.